Fair Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. May 8th. A resting place. All of AA's 12 steps asks us to go contrary to our natural desires. They all deflate our egos. When it comes to ego deflation, few steps are harder to take than 5. But scarcely any step is more necessary to long-term sobriety and peace of mind than this one. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 55. After writing down my character defects, I was unwilling to talk about them and decided it was time to stop carrying this burden alone. I needed to confess those defects to someone else. I had read and been told I could not stay sober unless I did. Step 5 provided me with a feeling of belonging, with humility and serenity when I practiced it in my daily living. It was important to admit my defects of character in the order presented in Step 5, to God, to ourselves, and to another human being. Admitting to God first paved the way for admission to myself and to another person. As the taking of the step is described, a feeling of being at one with God and my fellow man brought me to a resting place where I could prepare myself for the remaining steps toward a full and meaningful sobriety. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, May 8th. Yes, but these two words have become a signal to me that I am refusing to accept something over which I am powerless. My world is rich with wonderful gifts, beauty, a loving fellowship, and challenges that strengthen and prepare me for a better life. Is it worth it to deny these gifts by wishing things were different? Will it make them change? No. I prefer to accept them gladly, enjoy them thoroughly, and humbly accept the reality my higher power offers without any yes buts. The harsh tone, the unkind word, the apparent indifference of another is usually over in a few minutes. What price am I paying by holding on to those few minutes? I don't have to like reality, only to accept it for what it is. This day is too precious to waste by resenting things I can't change. When I accept everything as it is, I tend to be reasonably serene. When I spend my time wishing things were different, I know that serenity has lost its priority. Today's reminder: while I am responsible for changing what I can, I have to let go of the rest if I want peace of mind. Just for today, I will love myself enough to give up a struggle over something that is out of my hands. There is a quote by Ovid: "By yielding, you may obtain victory." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, May 8th. Teachable. We have learned that it is okay to not know all the answers, for then we are teachable and can learn to live our new life successfully. Basic text, page 96. In a way, addiction is a great teacher, and if addiction teaches us nothing, it will teach us humility. We hear it said that it took our very best thinking to get to NA. Now that we're here to learn. The NA Fellowship is a wonderful learning environment for the recovering addict. We aren't made to feel stupid at meetings. Instead, we find others who've been exactly where we've been and who found a way out. All we have to do is admit that we don't have all the answers, then listen as others share what's worked for them. As recovering addicts and as human beings, we have much to learn. Other addicts and other humans have much to teach us about what works and what doesn't. As long as we remain teachable, we can take advantage of the experience of others. Just for today, I will admit that I don't have all the answers. I will look and listen to the experience of others for the answers I need. Today, Emotions Anonymous, May 8th. Reflection for today. If I think I am perfect, then I cannot make mistakes. I either have to deny the mistakes I do make or blame them on someone else. Difficult if the other person refuses to accept blame. Because I must do a thing perfectly or not at all. I am afraid to try something new. I might make mistakes while learning, or I might make a fool of myself. I cannot be human if I insist on being perfect. Only humans can have fun by allowing themselves to appear foolish while making mistakes and learning from them. Meditation for today. May I remember the fun I missed trying to be perfect and the energy I wasted holding back or trying too hard. May I not take myself so seriously. Today I will remember only God is perfect. I am human. Therefore, I will make mistakes. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. May 8th. Inner child, true self. During these years of family dysfunction, our inner child or true self went into hiding and remained heavily fortified under addictions or dependent behavior. BRB, which means Big Red Book, page 106. Before ACA, we might have heard about and even had glimpses of our inner child, our true self, the part of us that hungers for the unconditional love and support we didn't receive in our families. This is the part of us that is most often buried pretty deep behind defense mechanisms and addictive behaviors that we thought were somehow protecting us from further harm. But in recovery, we learned the reasons why our true self went into hiding. It finally starts to make sense why that part of us can be elusive and hard to access on a regular basis. As we identify and release our childhood trauma, we come out from behind our addictions and self-destructive behaviors to make it safe for our inner child. We reparent ourselves and give ourselves what we didn't receive. We begin to blossom inside and make ourselves whole with the help of our higher power, our fellow travelers, and the tools of ACA. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will welcome and nurture my true self. With the support of my higher power and ACA, I am able to provide for myself the unconditional love I've always deserved." DHB Recovery Network Daily Affirmations, Reflections, Devotions, and Meditations. Read by me, and I am Day. Please share, like, subscribe, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.